Week 2. Quarterbacks, tight ends, and DST ranked and tiered. This is ZNM Fantasy Football, presented by UrbanandM.com. Writing this on Thursday night for Friday's video. Expect more videos later every week for the other unit groupings like wide receiver, running back, waiver wire, and injury updates. Look at the playlist in the top right so you don't miss out. Our rankings are superior. We utilize Sportsbook's projections and team totals to analyze and organize our weekly rankings. Week 2, we start with 250 to 280 total yards or more. 250 plus yards for S tier with 6 quarterbacks. Let's go. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, and Joey B, Joe Burrow. Josh Allen had 424 total yards and 4 tutties. I don't know what else you want me to say. Lamar Jackson, he had 279 total yards and 3 tutties. Mr. Hurts does so good in real life, but not so great in fantasy. It hurts. 242 over under. He only had 214 total yards and 2 tutties, but he's Jalen Hurts. 242 over under. A bit disappointing, 214 total yards for his 2 tutties last week. He's Jalen Hurts. Okay, shut up. Patrick Mahomes. I know. It's disgusting. But this game is tied for second highest scoring of the week, and it's close by 1. Is Patrick Mahomes back? Is he great again? Who knows? Justin Herbert is next. 267 over under. My God. 318 total yards and 3 tutties this past week. Hallelujah. He's doing it. He's absolutely killing it. And Joe Burrow, 280 over under. That is your top S tier. I know. 280 over under. He did 113 passing yards week 1. He gets another chance. He was the pass leader last year with nearly 5,000 yards. It's the highest scoring game of the week, with the Bengals favored by 3.5. Not much more to say. That's your undisputed S tier. A tier is for the rest of the elite quarterbacks in their week 2 matchups. These are the 240s. That's 240 to 247 projected yards. There are 8 quarterbacks in this tier, and it begins with Soldier Fields, Draco Drizzy May, and Kyler Duty at 7, 8, and 9. Justin Fields, no over-unders, but he did have a 44 rushing prop. He did 266 total yards last week and 3 tutties. Drake May, 243 over-under, 298 yards last week. Only 1 tutty, but he's a new boy. Look at him. Look how stocky he is with his little neck. Look at him. Good for him. Kyler Murray, 243 over-under, only 201 yards last week, but he did get 2 tutties. Don't worry, okay? I know Kyler seems weak to be this high. Listen, matchups are everything. They are currently the largest favorites of all the games this week, and the game total is one of the highest of the week as well. So we can imply the Cardinals are going to run it up on Carolina. He's got all the upside in the world. He's got a ton of upside as well. They're the beginning of your A tier. Bo Nix is next. We'll go with Baker Mayfield as well. Nix doesn't run scrambles like the first 3. And Baker, he's a statue. He doesn't really do it either. But he makes touchdowns. Baker, the touchdown maker, right? He scores a lot. Bo deserves the 10th spot this week, though, since he's favored in a slight higher scoring game over Baker with a lower scoring game against Houston as dogs. Okay? I'm teaching you. You just learned why they're lined up this way. Look at that. And to finish it, through Caleb and Dickie Dak. I know Dak is a piece of shit, okay? But here's the but. Dallas is going to easily win their game, and Caleb is going to lose against Detroit. So, like and subscribe. This is why you're here. To be given the S tier, to learn about A tier and the nuances in making good lineup start decisions. You're welcome. B tier begins with quarterbacks projected 230 to 240 total yards. It's the 230s. And we'll kick it off at 15. IrvinandM.com. IrvinandM.com is my company my best friend and I started in 2020. We literally make everything ourselves by hand. We have earrings, rings, necklaces, bracelets, tie clips, apparel, and more. Over a dozen curated gemstones and 100 handcrafted products. If you need a gift or something special for yourself, use the promo code in the description, find something you love, and buy it today. Back to the video. If you like spending money and looking good, shop in my store, www.irvinandm.com. But if you don't, because you hate looking good, you hate cool stuff, you hate yourself, you hate me, just subscribe. It's free. Thanks. All right, refocus. B tier. It's the 230s. There's 8 more quarterbacks. The last 8 serviceable quarterbacks. So I hope I call your boy's name before we get to 22. Going 15 to 22, and we'll start at 15 with T-Law and Jazzy J and the Goffinator. Why these 3? I'll fucking tell you why. Be quiet. Trevor Lawrence, 240 over-under. Only 190 yards. I know, he's disgusting. J.J. McCarthy, 233 over-under. 168 total yards last week, but he had 3 tutties. Okay. Jared Goff, 249 over-under. 225 passing yards. It's okay. And 1 passing tutty. Touchdown Jesus only managed 1 tutty and 190 yards. That's not great, but here's the but. This is the highest scoring game of the week. They're only dogs. They're only dogs by 3. So Vegas is telling us Trevor is going to be busy playing from behind against a high-octane Bengals offense, throwing his ass off. So Shahid Khan doesn't commit Karo Kari for his dishonor. J.J. McCarthy, 168 yards is gross, but this is where we're at, okay? This is the gross tier. We're taking chances. J.J. has 3 tutties. I mean, that is more than the rest can say. And they're projected to beat the Falcons 24-20. So have faith, right? Jared Goff, the Goffinator, look, I know he wasn't that impressive week 1, but he's still projected 250. And he's usually good for 2.5 tutties. They're projected to beat the Bears 26-20. So pick your B tier poison next year. Draft a more elite quarterback, one that rushes and has a record over 500. We'll go CJ Stroud. And Michael, don't call him Penis, Penix at 19. And Gino at 20. 229 over-under for Stroud, 235 over-under for Penix, and 244 over-under for Gino. A bit of a cheat here. CJ Stroud, he's been underwhelming, but they are projected to win their game against Mr. 11th, Baker, and the Bucks. But it is a low game total. But that 229 yards and, a little couple of tutties, obviously it's expected by Vegas, so not bad. Not bad. Michael Penix, listen, he went off, okay? If you think he's got more promise than the others ahead of him, I get it. It was only 1 game, though, and they're projected to lose against the Vikings this week. Not great. And for Gino, I mean, he went off. He went off last week. 362 passing, only 1 tutty. He just needs to score more, and he would be way more convincing. The tools are there, really, for all of these guys, but recognize the pattern here. Gino and the Raiders are not winning the game this week. And for the last 2, this is your last hope before you just throw on wayfarers like Ray Charles. It's Aaron Rodgers and Long Neck Jones. I mean, listen, they balled out, okay? They did. Literally, no one expected it, but they're on the wrong side of the ball. But they're both on the wrong side of the ball this week. Rodgers should win his game, albeit the second lowest scoring game of the week. And I mean, Jones, they're about to lose to the Broncos defense big time. So that's what it looks like down here. It's C tier now for the rest of your quarterbacks. If you fucked up and you're still waiting on me to name your starter, you'll find him here. It's the 220s, 220 yards or less. It's the rest. Pat Stafford, Bryce Too Nice, Hawk Tua, Joe fucking Flacco, Sam Darnold, Cam Ward, Unlimited Diarrhea. I mean, Spencer Rattler. If you disagree, have any questions, or you want your Tua take pinned, leave a comment. What to do the tight ends? For tight ends, we're looking at 43 to 63 projected yards for the S tier, week 2, and a new player has emerged. 1 through 5, Trey McBride, 63 over under, 61 receiving yards last week. He gets Carolina. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Brock Bowers, 63 over under. He's questionable. 103 yards. Good Lord. He gets the Chargers. They're the undisputed Kings. But we're going to throw in Sam Laporta, Tyler Warren, and Travis Kelce returns. Sam Laporta, 45 over under, 79 receiving yards last week. Tyler Warren, 43 over under, 76 receiving yards. Young man, go ahead. Wow. That's a lot of yards. Travis Kelce, 46 over under, 47 receiving yards, and a tutty. He gets Philly. It's not great, but that's the best of the best of the best. Sir, with honors. A tier is for the last elite tight ends projected for about 35 to 40 receiving yards this week. David Njoku at 6, and Fannin Jr. I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. I'm an Njoku apologist. Fannin is brand new. He got 9 targets. I mean, I'm worried. It doesn't feel good. But they both did well, and that's what you're here listening for. They're both projected to do well. Again, it's one game. It's a 40 over-under for Njoku, 35 over-under for Fannin. Njoku managed 37 yards last week. Fannin did 63. I think Njoku had like 7 targets. Fannin had 9. I don't know. It's one game, but we got to put him back to back. The Browns love their tight ends. Dallas Goedert's next at 8. 37 over-under. 44 receiving yards last week and 7 targets against his nemesis. 7 targets is a lot. You have no worries, questions, or concerns with him, unless it's about his knee. And we'll go TJ at 9. Big Ferg at 10. Kyle fucking Pitts at 11. And Mark Andrews. We round out the A tier at 12. TJ Hawkinson, 39 over under, 15 receiving yards. Jake Ferguson, 37 over under, 23 receiving yards. Kyle Pitts, he doesn't have an over under, but he had 59 receiving yards and 8 targets last week, which is dope. Mark Andrews, 39 over under, 5 receiving yards. I grouped them together because I know, okay? I know. But look, you drafted these guys, so don't sulk, all right? They're still projected pretty decent, all right? Pitts went crazy for once, but this is where we're at. We're asking for a lot, but expecting a little. Can't shake a bad week from a tight end 2 next year. Draft a tight end 1. There's not a lot of them. You got to take them as early as you can. And if you want one with 40 yards guaranteed or more every week that you don't have to worry about, you got to go like top 8. It's brutal. Now we're in the weeds. It's the low 30s. We're in the B tiers. And we're trying to slot in Britton Strange into our lineup this week to finally beat Mark this year. That's 6 serviceable guys remaining before you're just grasping at straws, and it's terrible. Hunter Henry at 13. Britton Strange at 14. And Juwan Johnson at 15 to start the tier. Hunter Henry, 66 yards last week. Britton Strange, 59 yards last week. And Juwan Johnson, 76 yards this week. Wow. That's a lot of yards. He has 11 targets, too. These guys are the most hopeful. Hunter and Johnson are all but guaranteed to be targeted heavily in their matchups this week. And Britton Strange, I mean, he's got the upside to match them, but you need a prayer. They're projected 34 yards, 32 yards, 33 yards. They might do better than that, but they could also just do exactly the same, which is why they're here. Dalton Schultz, the Daltons, Chicken Quanquo, who still doesn't have a picture. Kincaid did okay last week. I mean, they had like 500 yards, so I'm glad he got 48. But these last 3 tight ends, they're projected for 30 yards. They're the last ones with 30 yards. Schultz, 34 over under. He had 28 receiving yards last week. Dalton Kincaid, 30 over under, 48 receiving yards last week. And Chig and Quanquo, sorry Chig, shop at my store, urbanrhythm.com. Buy a hat. Look at how good this hat looks. Dude, that hat looks so good. 19 receiving yards for Chig and Quanquo. This is the cliff, right? 4 or 5 targets is nothing impressive, but for a starting tight end in the B tier, I mean, that's managing expectations, okay? This is where we're at. And I'm really trying to give you some options here. But this is the tight end landscape, okay? Welcome to fantasy football. It's the C tier and the 20s. The 20s. Oh, God, I can't get it to go away. And the 20s. 20 to 29 projected receiving yards. There's 6 poor souls left wishing they could just be taken out back and put out of their misery like the dogs they are. We'll move quickly. Noah Fant, Evan Ingram, Pat Fryermuth, Jatavian Sanders at 19, 20, 21, and 22. 21 over under, 26 receiving yards. 25 over under, 21 receiving yards week 1. 23 over under for Pat, 28 receiving yards. 21 over under for Jatavian, 27 receiving yards. I mean, nobody managed more than 5 targets or 28 receiving yards in their openers. And we also have these 2 corpses. Jonnu Smith and Cade Otton. 32 over under. 29 over under. I mean, they're still projected for about 30 yards this week. But they blew it. Okay? They blew it. Week 1. 15 yards and 0 receptions for 3 targets is just rip. Right? I mean, this is the rip tier. Which brings us to D tier and the rest. It's less than 20 yards and a lifetime ban from gambling because you rostered this player and thought you could slip him in. Tyler Conklin, don't play him. Michael Mayer, don't play him. Cole Kmet and Mason Taylor, Theo Johnson, Mike Gesicki, Loveland, Arroyo. It doesn't matter. Let's recap the quarterbacks and tight ends now while I show you the DST rankings. Let's wrap up the video. Ask me questions down in the comments. There it is. There's your DST. There's your quarterbacks. There's your tight ends, ranked and tiered. Like and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you can see all the videos each week before submitting your lineups. It's free, so it's a good value. But if you like spending money and you like looking your best, use the promo code. Spend it in my store. Watch some more videos.